Simon from Brian Cummins Group here. Been lucky enough to be joined by Joel, who's the CEO of FutureNet. Joel, do you want to tell us a little bit about FutureNet and your core products and customer ranges?
Sure, thank you, Simon. FutureNet is a point of sale and back office supplier in the supermarket industry. We're particularly close with the independent supermarkets, so RGA, Friendly Grocer, Foodworks and Spa, and we supply all their essential business systems in one place.
Obviously, FutureNet and Brian Cummins work really closely together and have done for many, many years. What is it about Brian Cummins that, from a FutureNet perspective, technology-wise, that you see benefit?
I think with Brian Cummins, for starters, you just know that they are the standard in the industry. When you're getting something built, you know that the finishes are going to be high-end, the design process is going to be exacting, you're going to get a lot of input into it, and you're going to have a really clear picture of what you're getting before you make your purchase and before you commit, so that you know that you'll end up with the right result. And so when we went to go to a recent trade show and had a pretty difficult design challenge, we knew there was only one party to call.
That was actually my next question. So you read my mind there. So I obviously helped set up that stand for you at Metcash, and it looked amazing. It was nice to see your vision actually be executed into the stand, and it was definitely a standout presentation of your range. How easy was that process, working with our designers through to walking into the trade show, having seen it in 3D, and then actually walking in and seeing it in reality? Was it what you expected?
Yeah, well, just to speak to that design challenge a tiny bit, the trade show that we were putting together was essentially showcasing how FutureNet makes it easy for a supermarket to integrate all the systems into one place. So their electronic shelf labels, their cash machines, any piece that they might have to interact with in an environment is already fully integrated with FutureNet. So we wanted our trade stand to reflect that, to show all these pieces working together harmoniously in high performance, but also just sort of a really nice design. Look, we didn't want to look like 6 companies or 4 companies all jammed together in the same space. So it was a big design challenge to get that to look seamless, just like the technology works seamlessly. So the process really looked like getting several of the partners together with the designers of Brian Cummins and sharing our hopes and dreams that this would look smooth and like really an operating shop. We wanted it to be a real, genuine shop with everything working live, so the retailers could see there was nothing up our sleeves. And in terms of whether or not it ended up the way I expected, I'd have to say in some ways, no, I was blown away and it exceeded my expectations dramatically. It really looked high-end, it was gorgeous, everything was really beautifully finished and just exactingly put together. So when we turned up, there was a real wow factor. I do have to say though, in the design process along the way, it was easier to understand that was where we were heading because of the modelling that was done for us. So Brian Cummins was able to model in 3D exactly what we were getting, which helped us realise actually that we needed to move things around and create a little bit more space to fit everybody in so they could flow through the stand. And so, yeah, I guess the final piece was just being blown away that it all existed in real life, and it looked just like the pictures, but the finishes were even more impressive in real life. And then once you put them up under the lights on the trade stand, it was just a really nice moment to walk in there.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joel, for the opportunity. Thanks for catching up today. I did help put the stand together, but I'll take absolutely zero credit for how well it looked. So yeah, from our design team through to obviously your team, at the end of the day, your vision is what our designers are able to work with. So, it is a really strong partnership, and I think that's a big part of everything we do, is we don't aim to sell a product, we aim to sell a service. And our motto is providing solutions to better your business, and I hope we were able to do that, and I do appreciate the opportunity.
Well, thank you so much. We got so many comments at the trade show about how attractive our stand was, and everyone wanted to know how it had been built, so we were able to tell them, look, Brian Cummins sat down with us and helped us design exactly what we liked, and they can do it for your store too.
I appreciate it. Thank you.